Hello guys, this is Vaish. So the UPSC prelims 2024 got over yesterday and a lot of mixed reactions are coming. Many are telling paper was very easy. Many are telling it is like medium. It is easier than last year. So complete thing we'll try to see. This is not a answer key discussion. For that a series of videos we'll be doing this week. This is a first impression video where I want to show you like why people are telling that it is easy. What was the type of format change? What was the type of questions which came? Each count by count I will show you. Subject wise count also I will show you. Weightage I will show you. Everything they tried to replicate, UPSC tried to replicate, which they used to do few years back, and that is why it appeared easier. Okay, so we'll try to see it. And just before the prelims we did 2-3 videos and it helped many people. Okay, because the number of messages I got in the last 24 hours telling that I could do the exam very smoothly because you did that video. Okay, we did a 45 minutes plus 15 plus 45 plus 15, that is how to split that 2 hours. We gave a strategy. Okay, and I told you those who follow this, you are going to do the exam smoothly, and close to 1500 people saw that videos and they all felt the exam much smoother, provided that the question paper also was easier compared to last year. So that plus this time management together made them feel that they may clear the prelims this time. Okay, many people are like repeat people and all who have been giving for 3 years, 4 years and all. They made use of that strategy. And also many questions came from our test series also. That and all, as I told, in the coming days I will show you. So people found it easy. I am not sure about you who is watching this, but we will try to analyze like why it became easy and why these people are giving all these comments like time management, question easy and all these things. We'll try to see. Okay, so 2 factors are there. One is the questions itself were easy and the format also was easy. Okay, so that I will explain with the proof also. I will show you what I am trying to tell. The number of questions which came, obviously 100 questions will come in GS1 paper. The subject weightage were kind of very uniform. Okay, what was happening in the last few years was the weightage was going to like 25 questions polity, then maybe 20 questions economics. So that means your 40-50% of the paper is over with 2 subjects itself, and then remaining 50% they were filling up with lot of things. Or before this, like few years back if you take, it was again history had a lot of weightage like 30-40 questions including all ancient, medieval, modern and all. But this year's trend if you see, okay, this year's trend, all the subjects have kind of equal weightage. Okay, only a little bit higher weightage I will say is geography, but that also if we split it as like geography concept separately and maps and location separately, then again that also becomes uniform. Okay, you can see the first row here itself is the green color which I have marked in that first thing. Geography and agricultural concept, 9 questions came. Geography maps related or location based, meaning what is the border or what is the river, what is the countries bordering a river or ocean, that kind of questions, 13 questions came. And then environment, energy, renewable, solar, that kind of things, 8 questions came. And animals and plants, 9 questions came. So that was a little bit of a different thing which happened this year, because animals usually it comes like maybe an elephant question will be there, 2-3 some plants and related, some maximum 4-5 questions used to be there, but 9 questions specific to animals, and each question having 4-5 options of 4-5 different animals. So total of about I think 15 to 25 animals were there in your option, were there in your question paper, and many of the animals even we did not hear like such an animal exist. Okay, so such things were little confusing. And so geography, environment, who's like whoever has optional or whoever is strong, whoever has interest in that, they may have scored a lot of things. But again, the easy, medium, tough weightage also I have put it here. In those questions also you can see everything was not easy. Okay, most of them goes in the medium to tough category. Easy ones if you see in the maps also 13, in that it's like 4 plus 4 plus 5 I have put here. Okay, 4 plus 4 plus 5. The other one if you see concept, geography concept, there was no tough questions. Everything came from NCERT. It will be isotherm, it will be the oceans, the monsoons, the wind, Coriolis force, everything in our class 11th NCERT we have done it for free. It's there in our channel, or you also would have read it. So tough questions were not there in agriculture concept. Tough questions were there in the location based question, because some things about Red Sea, some things about North Sea, many things are there, many canals and pipelines, Sumed pipeline, these and all usually nobody learns and go. So like that little bit tough questions came in the location based and tough question came in the animal based. Okay, you see I didn't put a single easy question for animal plant. Okay, animal plant, all the 9 questions I found it medium to tough category. And then next if you go polity, international body and schemes, all the 3 schemes I will not call it easy. I put it like 1-1-1 because one of the scheme the options were easy, so it was easy to solve. So I have put all the 3 schemes as 1, 1 and 1. Okay, one was some insurance related one, old scheme, one was Matritva this thing old scheme, and one more was there, that also was that was I think digitization of the land record. All the 3 were older schemes, meaning 2016 scheme, 2019 scheme, 2021 scheme, and they are expecting students to remember that in 2024 when already Modi government is going on launching scheme after scheme. So in this thousands of schemes, they expected you to remember the clauses of old 3. So it is medium to tough category, I will tell. Schemes. Polity was the easiest one, and that is the one going to make you clear the cutoff. Okay, 16 questions came in polity and everything was kind of Lakshmikant. And that 14 is easy because everything, you can take speaker, president, governor, election, voting, every question was directly from the Lakshmikant. Okay, there is not even, I think 2 questions I put in medium and tough category because there again one option of that was confusing and you may get stuck in 2 options. That is the only reason I put that, else all 16 are actually solvable and attemptable. Okay, international body, both are I have put in medium category. It's actually tough category because one is international some toilet organization, one is World Grains Council. So these 2 are not popular, not important, and that reason I put in medium because the options were some things like it is a agency of United Nations. These unpopular bodies will never be a part of United Nations. So with that you could have done elimination. That is why I put it in medium category even though it is a tough question. Okay, because the options were attemptable. If you are a little serious and focused aspirant, you could have solved it there. So that is about the schemes. Economics, 13 questions and it was not easy. Okay, if you see 5, 3, 4 I have put, in which 5 is easy, 3 is medium and 4 is difficult, meaning 7 questions are in the medium to tough category, and it is like having US Treasury, US stock market, US, so many things which are not Indian. Okay, even they are asking about Venezuela, they are asking Switzerland, they are asking not only Indian economy, they are asking global economy, and this also has been the trend in the last few years, but the number of questions which were normally coming off repo rate, banking and all that has gone down. Okay, or maybe rupee, dollar, these things have gone down. That is why it is again a little bit medium to tough category. Economics. Current affairs, if you take, that is specific current affair which I cannot put in any other column, any other subject I cannot put it. Such specific 11 questions were there, which again if you see 4, 3, 4 I have put the thing, that is easy, medium, tough. This every question we will discuss in detail in the coming days, subject wise separate video we will do, but first you should understand what happened yesterday. Okay, the entire summary I am giving you, which no other coaching class will give you with this much detailing. Okay, which is the tough, which is easy, that level I will do in a separate video. Now history, which people study R.S. Sharma, Satish Chandra, Nitin Singhania, Spectrum, Bipin Chandra, NCRTs, Tamil Nadu textbook. You do this much, I think 15 to 17 textbooks are there, which everyone recommend, and you should study also ideally, and it will help you in mains. Don't worry that, like, don't think it will go and waste. Everything will help you in mains. But what happened is the question came only 9 questions. Okay, only 9 questions. I have not put this Government of India Act 1935 and all under history. Okay, many people are counting it as history. Those things actually from your Lakshmikant chapter 1 you can solve it better compared to Spectrum textbook. Okay, because the clauses are more detailedly given in the Lakshmikant textbook. So that's why modern history only 1 question I have put. Okay, and that one also was like not very simple one. It's in a medium category I have put. And medieval, 1 question came. It was a tough question. Okay, and then history, ancient history, again not a single easy question. I have put 0. If you see all are 0 I have put. Okay, but art and culture I have put 2 out of 2 easy questions. Why? Because that again was not art and culture. It was not from your fine art textbook. It was not from your Nitin Singhania. It was not from previous year questions. It was just pure current affair. It was the UNESCO site. 2023 only it happened. Meaning even if you read a Nitin Singhania, it won't be there. They asked you 2023 which one got added as the UNESCO World Heritage Site from India and which one got added as the UNESCO Intangible Heritage Site. So one is that Garba dance from Gujarat and the other one is Shantiniketan from West Bengal. This in our current affair magazine we have covered. It's not in our history test which we have covered. Okay, everyone would have taught you that in current affair. So that is a very latest current affair, and that's why I put 2 out of 2 easy in art and culture. And then science question also very weird question. Some random things they have asked. But again, good thing was the options were the old type. That is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So they asked like what is the application of this? Obviously answer will be 1, 2, 3. What is the application of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything, because these are all futuristic technologies and these things and all, that I always tell you, you can go for the blind guess method, and that way it could have been solved. That is why in 7 questions I have put 4 as easy. Okay, in the science tech category. Other one, science biotech category, where last 4-5 years from corona time, many questions were coming on virus, mRNA, DNA, cell, celluloid, all these things many people studied and many coaching classes taught you like anything, many notes, handout they gave. And what happened is a single question came. That was a single question was not very direct. It was something again blood related, I think, one question, which was again, it was not easy. It was in the tough category. Okay, so science also was a disappointment. History was a disappointment. What is the plus point here is polity was plus point, geography concept was plus point, and that together if you have done well, if you see the number of easy questions is 42 easy questions, 30 medium questions and 28 tough questions. Okay, that is the reason I am telling this time exam is easier than last time, because last time when we did this split up, the more weightage or more number of questions were coming in the tough category. Okay, now also if you add up medium and tough, it is more than the number of easy questions. Okay, but that is expected out of UPSC. They will never give more than 50% questions as easy. Okay, so here 42 questions easy is a very good thing, in that at least 30-35 if you did also, which I told yesterday also in the time management video, you will ideally maybe reaching to the cutoff, which will be, again, I'll tell you the number, it will, like we predicted, it will be 80 to 90 range only. It will not be 70s, I think, because my students are also messaging. Today I gave them an exercise to tell them what all they are scoring. So everyone, there are people who have told like I failed, I got only 50 marks, I'm getting only 55 marks. But there are people who are telling I got 75 plus, 85 plus, 95 plus. There are at least 10-15 students who are telling they're getting 100 plus also. But that again, maybe their calculation can go wrong. But again, when you take the average, it is coming to 80s range. Okay, so this is just about the question. Now the format in detail I will explain why I am telling the format was easy. Okay, so for that first you should know what are the format of questions which UPSC used to ask. Traditionally over the years, if you see the last one green color which is highlighted, 3 types of question used to come. One is they will ask like which of the following are correct, and they will give you statement 1, statement 2. Then the options will be what? The usual option, 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2, meaning this one, traditional type. See this type question, isotherm question, 2 statements are there. They will give you 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. This is the traditional question type 1 question. So this is the second traditional question type, which is the ABCD. They will give a question and they will give ABCD. There is no elimination, there is nothing. You know it or you don't know it. So that is the traditional second type question. Then the traditional third type question is, instead of like 2 statements, there will be 3 or more statements. And then there will be like 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, meaning you can do elimination, which is our biggest, easiest thing always. But that question was reducing in the last many years. This time it has come back in plenty. That is why I am telling again the format got easier. So if you see, this is the traditional type, right? So traditional type, what happened now? Traditional type, which of the following, the 2 statements type, 13 questions have come. 3 or more statements which I showed you at 28 questions have come, and ABCD type 27. So 68 question came as per our usual UPSC, which we expect out of UPSC. Okay, in 2023, you remember 2 new type had come. 2 new type of questions. That is, one was that they'll give 2 statements like assertion reasoning type, statement 1, statement 2, and then statement 2 explains statement 1. That type of questions, this time 12 has come, and then instead of which of the following, they went to that new concept of how many of the following, where your elimination doesn't work. I will show you here. This is the statement 1, statement 2 type, and then assertion reasoning you have to do. And the other one is they give you 4 things, but instead of giving here 1, 2, 2, 3 and all, they gave only 1, only 2, only 3, all 4, meaning instead of which of the following, they made it how many of the following. So how many of the following when you do, you cannot eliminate. Suppose you knew that, okay, these 2 are there in the answer. But then what you can do, eliminate only this one. Because now you don't know whether only 2 is correct, or maybe only 3 is correct, or only 4 is correct. You can't do that. That is the problem with this type of option, where instead of which of the following, how many of the following, meaning all 4 you have to know, only then you can solve. So this number of questions, last time around 40 plus questions came, and that is why it was a shocker and very, very tough last year. This time what happened now? This time when you see, that thing reduced to 15 questions. Only 15 questions were there, where how many of the options. But again, it's not over. The twist is not over. This time 2024 also, they added 3 new type of format, which is an extension of last year's format. Okay, so that also I'll show you how many came. But very less came, only 5 came. That is why I'm telling, even though the new format came, it was not a shocker, because 68 safe questions are there with you, which you are used to in your test series, coaching class, mock test, PYQ. You are used to that. Remaining 30 questions or 28 questions, whatever they did, that didn't trouble you too much. Okay, so here if you take, let me just show you the new format. The same, how many of the, okay, but this time the match the following in a 3-row format they gave you. Okay, 3-row format. See this. See what I'm talking about. Usually they will give like either waterfall or region and you have to match. Or they will give you waterfall and the river and you have to match. Now waterfall is to region is to river, like a ratio. Okay, meaning you have to know that the other waterfall is in Malwa region, in the Narmada river. This much, meaning in one, if you don't know, meaning one question you see is like 3 into 3 box. That is 9 things you have to know to solve one question. And that much time you won't have. And this again, that much is fine. After that, they did not give you elimination option also. After that, they did not give you the elimination option. They gave you that how many of the following instead of which of the following. So it made it more tougher. Now again, you have to know all the 3. Without knowing all the 3 means all the 9. Only then you can come to the answer here. So this is the toughest format which came this year. And then the same thing, 3 thing, but which of the following has also come. Instead of how many of the following, which of the following. So here good thing is, see if you see 2 things are there. So if you eliminate any one or two, you can get to the answer. This is easier actually, because Imangao and this Chalco gauge is there in your textbook. Chandraketu Gar is in the previous year question. Both, if you know, from that you can come to an answer. You can eliminate the remaining and you can come to an answer. Okay, even though the others were tough, this Mangadu and this Sail Hudam and this and all is tough actually. But the which of the following, instead of how many of the following, which of the following made that question format easier, and this is a new format of this year. The other one, which is this one, the other one, that is actually the toughest format. Then we have, as I told, we had that statement 1, statement 2, 2 explains 1. They added one more. They added statement 3. So now they are asking statement 1 and 2 are correct, or 2 and 3 are correct, and both 2 and 3 is needed to understand statement 1, meaning like a proper CSAT question, assertion reasoning in a most complicated way. So these two are the tough format added in 2024, which in the previous never it was asked. Okay, the lighter version of this was asked in the 2023 format here, which I showed you. Statement 1 and 2, just 2 statements, and here which of the following without the 3 matching thing. So this is the 2023, this is the traditional type. So you understood this much, that traditional type of questions increased in bulk, last year's format decreased in bulk, a new format was introduced, but it was very less, that only 5 questions, it did not trouble you too much. So overall, format also made this year's paper easy. Understanding my point? So this level, I have done the analysis for you in this first impression video, and we'll show you questions in a later video. Now the later videos, what it will be? It will be history questions I will show you in a separate way, polity easy questions I will show you, economics confusing questions I will show you, geography questions are there, animal questions are there, science were attemptable, that I will show you, and then we have the main thing which the 2025 aspirants are waiting for, which is the timetable, 1 year timetable, which we every time do. So 328 days timetable video, I have already made it, I will launch it, but I am just wanting to show you how this exam went. I just don't want you to take NCERT and start reading. If you don't understand this exam, you cannot clear this. I can simply keep on selling courses which everybody else are doing. You would have seen in the last 24 hours, more than analysis video, they are opening as analysis video and then they are selling their course. Buy this coupon code, offer, this thing. We can also do that. I can make you buy my test series. But first you should understand that our test series is the best. From our test series, again this year, many questions were solvable. So that video, final video, that is the Vice versus UPSC video. Okay, as you can see behind me, Vice versus UPSC video. This will come at the last, meaning I will step by step show you question, this thing, this all will happen in the next 3-4 days. Okay, I will be continuously recording and I will be doing it. So this first impression video was the first thing to make you understand that Vaishya IAS can help you. Okay, Vaishya IAS simply doesn't make any lectures or video. It will be after convincing you that how you have to study, why you have to study, what is UPSC like evolving into, and everything I will make sure you understand, and then we will go into that depth of learning that you will not regret. That is why 90% of our students last year are happy. Remaining 10% are not happy because they would have bought our test series also, they would have bought other 100 test series, and then they will have not taken us seriously. If you had studied my test series from first to last, if you have listened to my time management video, yesterday's paper was much easier. But again, I am telling it is not that easy that cutoff will go above 100 and all. It will be again in the 80s, 90s range. And that again, after we analyze little more detail, you will get correct number from me. Okay, because every year I do prediction. Last year I did 75 marks prediction, exact 75 marks cutoff came, 75.41. So this time also, as per your feedback only I am doing this. I am not simply doing God work here or guesswork here. I am asking you people, I am analyzing the paper myself, then about everyone I take across India, then take an average and then give you a number. This is what is coming. So that will be the cutoff. Okay. So we'll do that, all these things, and you tell me in comment section how your exam was. In comments also tell me like how many you attempted, both CSAT and GS. CSAT I am not telling much because CSAT there is no cutoff concept. It is anyway 33%. So how much ever we analyze, do this thing and all, we don't have to find out a number. We know that 33% is the cutoff. Okay, but still CSAT analysis video separately will come. So tell me your first impression and your feedback of what I told you, whether it connected with you. Tell me in comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.